So 2 wins away from a Stanley Cup victory. Start that off. You got Mr. 91 in the background. That was, let me just start off with the obvious one. Stamkos, just back out of nowhere. You could instantly see the mood shift in all the players. A little extra pep in their step, and they played like their captain was back. There's no doubt. You know, they all of tonight, the way that they played, yeah, Stamkos is back. First game in 7 months. First shot. Goal. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. I mean, I was in absolute shock when that occurred. To be honest, I'm not so sure that I fully grasp it even now. You know, if the Lightning end up winning the Stanley Cup, which is definitely looking like, you know, they're heading in the right direction here, we're going to look back at this game and we're going to look forward to the rest of this series and realize the correlation of how important this game was and how important it really is that Stamkos is back. He only played in the first period. He had, I think, 2:47 ice time or something like that. It seemed like he was fine, but, you know, they wanted to regulate his minutes and, you know, make sure that he wasn't hurt or injured or anything like that. It's completely fine. He went out there, scored a goal, and his presence is enough for the rest of the team to warrant that. It's completely fine. Just unbelievable game, unbelievable storylines. Now, I do want to discuss, you know, the quick lead and then that crazy shorthanded goal by Dallas to get within one. You know, it was 2-1 at that point. After Dallas scored that shorthanded goal in the first period, man, it was momentum shift like nothing else. You know, it was all in Dallas's favor. They were controlling play there for a while, but the Lightning were resilient. They showed that, you know, that they weren't going to back down, that they played a very structured game, even within the means of them, you know, basically being outplayed within solid portion of that first period. I believe at one point, Dallas had 8 straight shots, you know, and the Lightning within that period had nothing. Ended up being outshot like 16-7 or something ridiculous like that in the first period. How the tide has turned in this game. You know, they scored their first 2 goals off of 5 shots, but to the ones that were in the comment sections blasting the Lightning, saying that they're going to get run over, that Davi's going to steal the series, so on and so forth, I was just kind of like, I don't know about that. And you could say that maybe I'm biased. I'm a Lightning fan. But, you know, these last 2 games, including tonight, Game 2 and Game 3, was who the Lightning are, their identity. Ultimately, you can't take that away from them. Eventually, they were going to get back into the series some way, somehow. I didn't necessarily expect something crazy like this, the ability to hold leads and keep them. This is a crucial aspect of the game that you need in order to win a Stanley Cup. There has not been a single lead shift this entire series, all games. This storyline continues to be perpetuated where, you know, the first goal is extremely important, but also tacking on, you know, past that, it seems like whoever scores the first goal gets that momentum and carries it on and just has a barrage of goals after that. Each individual game, you know, it was like that in this series so far. So we'll see if the narrative shifts, if it changes at all in Game 4. Just crazy, man. Victor Hedman, 10 goals in these playoffs. 2 off of the franchise record for goals in an entire playoff. At this point, and I don't think anyone refutes this, I think it would be blindsided and ignorant to say otherwise. Hedman is the best defenseman in the league, and he has showed it and showed why these entire playoffs. Insane. Absolutely insane. I remember seeing a stat for Kucherov, a 24 assist, which is the most in a playoff since 1994 by Leach. So, you know, it's not about records. It's not about, you know, beating these records. It's just everything that's transpired and what's happening with this Lightning team. It almost feels like a dream. But do I expect Stamkos to play big minutes going forward? We'll see. I think he obviously continues to play, but it was a great choice putting him on the fourth line with Paquette and Maroon. The series isn't over, but Dallas, if you don't win game 4, and this goes unsaid. It doesn't even need to be said. If you don't win game 4, you're not coming back in the series, especially these playoffs. Going down 3-1 in a series, I understand second round, the Avalanche and who was it? Vancouver. You know, they were down 3-1 and were able to come back, but they weren't able to finish it. I just don't see it happening this year. And look, let's continue on this. We'll see where this goes. For Dallas fans, anything can happen in a series. Momentum switches are insane. You just have to approach game 4 and see what happens then. Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll see how that goes. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really means the world to me. If you like content like this, you want more hockey content like this, please consider subscribing. And guys, take care, guys.